The renowned Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once imparted timeless wisdom, asserting that the happiness of one's life hinges on the quality of their thoughts. Drawing inspiration from the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we are reminded that our thoughts play a pivotal role in shaping our reality and overall well-being. Similar to the profound influence of the company we keep, certain habits possess the power to silently divert us from the Stoic path. Today, let us embark on an exploration of 7 anti-Stoic habits that may subtly permeate our daily lives. Along the way, we will discover ways to reclaim our Stoic direction and inner peace. Before we delve into this transformative journey, I kindly ask for your support by liking this video. Your support enables me to continue spreading the invaluable teachings of Stoicism. If you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the bell to ensure you don't miss any future videos. Let's begin with habit number 1, complaining about things beyond your control. Picture yourself at a joyous picnic, surrounded by laughter and delectable food, when suddenly, unforeseen clouds gather and rain begins to fall. While most would adapt to the change, finding joy in the unexpected turn of events, there are a few who let this twist of fate ruin their day. Complaining about the weather, bad luck, or ruined outfits is a classic example of being affected by circumstances beyond our control. Life, much like the weather, is unpredictable. Although we cannot control the events that unfold, we possess the power to control our reactions. Stoicism encourages us to discern and internalize the distinction between things we can change and those we cannot. Complaining, especially about matters beyond our grasp, is a futile exercise that depletes our energy and time, perpetuating a state of discontent. Consider the workplace, where colleagues may spend significant time lamenting decisions made by higher-ups or changes in company policies, instead of adapting and finding ways to work within new parameters. Constant complaining not only hampers productivity and peace of mind, but also fosters a negative environment for those around them. To counter this anti-Stoic behavior, one can heed the wisdom of Epictetus. Always ask yourself, is this something within my control? When faced with such situations, refrain from voicing discontent and focus on adapting with resilience. A more Stoic approach involves asking oneself, how can I adapt to this situation? Or what can I learn from this? By adopting this perspective, we reclaim our power and maintain inner peace, ensuring that external events, no matter how unpredictable, do not unsettle us. Now let's explore habit number 2, seeking external validation. Imagine dedicating weeks to a project, investing your heart and soul into its creation. Upon completion, instead of feeling proud of your accomplishment, you constantly check for likes, comments, or any form of acknowledgement on social media. Alternatively, envision purchasing a new outfit. Rather than wearing it for the confidence it brings, you seek compliments to validate your choice. In our digital age, the need for external validation is amplified. Social media platforms thrive on our human desire for affirmation, making it easy to fall into the trap of quantifying our self-worth with metrics like followers, likes, or shares. However, this is a shaky foundation upon which to build self-esteem, as these numbers are fleeting and often influenced by factors beyond our control. Practically speaking, relying on external validation is akin to being on a seesaw. One day you're elevated by praise and attention, and the next, you plummet due to a lack of it, or worse, criticism. This emotional roller coaster hinders the development of a consistent sense of self-worth and peace. The Stoic approach encourages us to find validation from within. Stoicism teaches that self-worth should be anchored in our virtues, actions, and personal growth, rather than the fickle opinions of others. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what others think of me that concerns me, but what I think of them." By internalizing this mindset, we detach ourselves from the unpredictable winds of external approval, finding steadiness in our own values and growth. What happens to us is not as crucial as how we choose to react to it. This principle underscores that the true measure of our worth is not solely determined by the praise or criticism we receive from others, but rather by how we evaluate and feel about our own actions and decisions. To embody this Stoic principle, consider the following. The next time you catch yourself seeking validation from external sources, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why do I need this validation? Am I proud of my actions or decisions? If the answer is yes, then that alone should be sufficient. It's important to remember that while feedback can be valuable for personal growth, your self-worth should emanate from within. It should be rooted in your actions, intentions, and integrity, rather than being contingent on the ever-changing opinions of the world around you. Now let's move on to habit number 3, being a slave to your emotions. Imagine yourself at a family gathering where a relative, perhaps unintentionally, makes a remark about a recent choice you've made, be it a new job, relationship, or lifestyle change. The comment stings and a whirlwind of emotions rises within you: anger, defensiveness, or sadness. Before you realize it, you might snap back with a hurtful comment, creating harmony or further discord. This scenario serves as a prime example of being overtaken by emotions. Emotions, in their essence, are neither good nor bad. They are innate human responses that offer valuable insights into our state of mind and how we perceive our surroundings. However, allowing these emotions to dictate our actions unchecked can lead to regrettable decisions and strained relationships. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of recognizing our emotions without being consumed by them. Marcus Aurelius eloquently expresses this idea. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic teaching serves as a poignant reminder that while we may not have control over the initial emotional reaction to a situation, we certainly have control over our subsequent actions. The next time you find yourself confronted with a surge of emotion triggered by a friend's comment, a situation at work, or any other catalyst, take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, is my immediate reaction to this emotion the best course of action? Will it lead to harmony or further discord? By practicing this pause and introspection, you cultivate emotional resilience, ensuring that your reactions align with your principles and contribute to the overall harmony of your relationships and well-being. Adopting this Stoic approach enables you to navigate through life's varied challenges with a sense of equilibrium. This ensures that you act not out of impulsive emotion, but from a place of reason, thought, and wisdom. Now let's explore habit number 4, the pursuit of excess pleasure. Picture yourself walking into a grand feast where the table is laden with an array of sumptuous dishes, decadent desserts, and an endless flow of drinks. While it's tempting to indulge without restraint, by the evening's end, the initial euphoria might be replaced with feelings of discomfort or regret. Such is the trap of excessive pleasure. Life offers a multitude of pleasures, from delicious foods to luxurious experiences. While enjoying them as part of the human experience is natural, becoming entrapped in the cycle of constantly seeking more can lead to a sense of emptiness. The transient joy these pleasures provide can often mask a void, diverting us from seeking deeper, more meaningful sources of contentment. Seneca's profound observation, "Slavery resides under marble and gold," serves as a reminder that the pursuit of excessive pleasure can enslave us. True freedom comes from finding contentment within and not from the accumulation of material or hedonistic pursuits. The Stoic approach encourages moderation and the pursuit of enduring virtues rather than fleeting pleasures. By recognizing the distinction between genuine fulfillment and momentary satisfaction, you free yourself from the shackles of excess and embark on a path towards lasting contentment and wisdom. Be reignited by the announcement of a newer model. Similarly, consider the culture of binge-watching shows. It's enjoyable in the moment, but does it truly offer long-lasting satisfaction? To navigate this, it's beneficial to cultivate an attitude of moderation. Before diving headlong into the next indulgence, pause and reflect. Is this pursuit adding value to my life, or am I merely seeking a temporary high? Such introspection helps in distinguishing between what genuinely enriches our lives and what merely offers a momentary escape. By ensuring our desires align with long-term well-being rather than transient highs, we position ourselves to experience a deeper, more sustained sense of joy and fulfillment. Now let's explore habit number 5, living in the past. Imagine sitting on your porch on a beautiful evening, but instead of enjoying the sunset, your mind is miles away, tangled in a web of past events. Perhaps it's a mistake you made, an opportunity you missed, or a memory of someone you once knew. While everyone occasionally reminisces, getting anchored in the past can prevent you from fully living in the present. Dwelling on past events, especially those filled with regret or sorrow, can be like walking through life with a heavy backpack. It burdens you, slows you down, and prevents you from seeing the beauty and potential of the present moment. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to acknowledge the past, learn from it, but not to let it dominate our thoughts and emotions. In the words of Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By letting go of the weight of the past, we free ourselves to fully engage with the richness of the present, allowing for personal growth, joy, and the potential for a more fulfilling future. Living in the past can prevent you from fully appreciating the opportunities and beauty right in front of you. Every time you replay a past event, you give it power, allowing it to occupy valuable mental real estate that could be better used for the present. Epictetus, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, aptly stated, "Men are disturbed not by things but by the views which they take of them." This means our suffering often isn't because of past events themselves, but because of our continued focus and interpretation of them. Consider the story of two old friends reuniting after many years. One laments over the past, dwelling on chances not taken and relationships lost. The other, however, speaks of lessons learned, gratitude for present moments, and excitement for the future. Both have experienced the passage of time, but their perspectives differ vastly. To break free from the chains of the past, it's crucial to cultivate mindfulness. When you find yourself drifting into bygone times, gently pull your attention back to the present. Engage in activities that ground you in the now, such as meditation, journaling, or simply taking a walk and observing your surroundings. By focusing on the present and treating each day as a new chapter, you free yourself from the shackles of the past, allowing you to write a brighter, more fulfilling story for yourself. Situations. One where a person obsesses over the future, constantly worrying about work projects, financial decisions, and uncertainties. Instead of being present on a serene beach vacation, they find themselves lost in thought, unable to appreciate the gentle waves and pleasant breeze. The joy and experiences of the present escape them as they are consumed by future concerns. Consistently projecting into the future is likened to standing at the base of a vast mountain, fixated on the peak without appreciating the journey. It's easy to get caught up in what-ifs and hypothetical scenarios. This perpetual state of future focus can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and a feeling of being unanchored. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, offers valuable guidance. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. This insight emphasizes that no amount of worry can change the future, but our reactions and preparations in the present moment can. Consider two situations, one where a person obsesses over the future, constantly worrying about work projects, financial decisions, and uncertainties. Instead of being present on a serene beach vacation, they find themselves lost in thought, unable to appreciate the gentle waves and pleasant breeze. The joy and experiences of the present escape them as they are consumed by future concerns. Consistently projecting into the future is likened to standing at the base of a vast mountain, fixated on the peak without appreciating the journey. It's easy to get caught up in what-ifs and hypothetical scenarios. This perpetual state of future focus can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and a feeling of being unanchored. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, offers valuable guidance. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. This insight emphasizes that no amount of worry can change the future, but our reactions and preparations in the present moment can. 7. Succumbing to the opinions of others. Imagine navigating through life constantly seeking validation and approval from those around you. Your actions and decisions are dictated by the opinions and expectations of others, leaving little room for authenticity and self-discovery. This habit can lead to a life that feels unfulfilled and disconnected from one's true values and aspirations. To break free from the shackles of external opinions, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness and confidence in your own convictions. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of living according to one's own values, rather than conforming to the expectations of others. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Instead of succumbing to societal pressures or seeking constant approval, strive to understand and honor your own principles. This doesn't mean dismissing feedback or entirely isolating yourself from others' perspectives. Rather, it involves critically assessing external opinions and integrating valuable insights into your own authentic path. By maintaining a strong sense of self and aligning your actions with your inner values, you foster a more authentic and fulfilling life journey. Remember, the true measure of your worth comes from within, and living in accordance with your principles allows you to navigate life with integrity and purpose. In conclusion, by cultivating these Stoic-inspired habits, such as focusing on the present, avoiding excessive attachments, and valuing internal principles over external opinions, you can create a more resilient and harmonious approach to life. Each habit serves as a guide to navigate challenges, fostering personal growth, and nurturing a sense of contentment in the face of life's uncertainties. Imagine hosting a dinner party at your home. The guests are enjoying themselves, the ambiance is lively, and the food is delightful. Instead of reveling in the moment, you're fixated on the slight oversalting of one dish or the minor imperfection in the table setting. This incessant pursuit of perfection in every little detail can become an overwhelming shadow, casting a pall over even the most joyous occasions. In today's age, with the surge of social media and the constant barrage of picture-perfect lives, there's an amplified pressure to attain perfection in all facets of life, whether it's the flawless appearance, the ideal relationship, the dream job, or the impeccable home. The quest for perfection can become a relentless treadmill, always running but never reaching the desired destination. Seneca once remarked, "To wish for perfection is a sure way to become unhappy." Seeking perfection in everything can lead to constant dissatisfaction and anxiety, as the ideal is often unattainable. The Stoic philosophy encourages embracing the concept of virtue rather than perfection, a commitment to moral and ethical excellence rather than an unattainable standard of flawlessness. To break free from the tyranny of perfectionism, it's crucial to shift focus from flawless outcomes to meaningful experiences. Recognize that imperfections are an inherent part of life and contribute to its richness. Practice gratitude for the positive aspects of any situation rather than fixating on perceived flaws. By adopting a Stoic perspective and letting go of the unrealistic pursuit of perfection, you create space for genuine joy, connection, and contentment in the imperfect, beautiful moments of life. This Stoic insight underscores the realization that perfection is an elusive and often unattainable goal. Striving for it can lead to a sense of perpetual inadequacy, frustration, and even burnout. Consider a renowned artist working on a masterpiece. Paralyzed by the pursuit of absolute perfection, they might never complete a single artwork. Instead, they recognize that beauty often lies in imperfections, and it's the overall creation that matters, not the minute irregularities. To navigate away from this perfectionist trap, it's important to embrace the concept of good enough. This doesn't mean settling for mediocrity, but recognizing that striving for excellence and seeking absolute perfection are two different things. Setting high standards and pursuing excellence is commendable, but the acknowledgement that perfection is an unattainable ideal frees us from the shackles of constant dissatisfaction. By adopting a mindset of good enough, you allow room for creativity, innovation, and personal growth, without being burdened by an unrealistic pursuit of flawlessness. It's an acknowledgement that life, like art, is inherently imperfect, and there's beauty in the authenticity of the journey, with all its quirks and nuances. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what we can control, accept the inherent imperfections of life, and find contentment in the pursuit of excellence rather than the unattainable quest for perfection. This shift in perspective fosters resilience, a healthier mindset, and a more sustainable approach to personal and professional path towards a more stoic and harmonious way of living. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and learn to accept the imperfections that come with being human. When you find yourself spiraling into perfectionist tendencies, take a step back and ask, is this truly important? Will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? By reframing your perspective and focusing on the bigger picture, you can free yourself from the constraints of perfectionism and lead a more balanced and contented life. Reflecting upon the wisdom of the Stoic sages, it becomes evident that self-awareness and introspection are pivotal in nurturing a balanced and resilient life. As we've journeyed through these 7 anti-Stoic habits today, it's my hope that you found insight to guide and refine your own path towards a more stoic and harmonious way of living. Remember, in the words of Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. May your journey be marked by wisdom, resilience, and the pursuit of a fulfilling life. Remember, Stoicism isn't about perfection, it's about progress and perspective. Take a moment to ask yourself, are you a victim of some of these habits? How can you course correct and improve? I encourage you to share your reflections and experiences in the comments below. Which of these habits resonated with you the most? Have you encountered other habits that challenge your Stoic journey? Let's create a space for vibrant discussion and mutual growth. Thank you for joining me. And until our next exploration, may you find serenity and strength in the Stoic way.